Crazy. I mean,
But I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because...
A few years ago, Dwight Howard invited me to a Diddy party. It definitely wasn't what I was expecting.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's it. When this is done, we gonna drink a couple of bottles of the most premium wine.
Please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
LeBron James, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Gloria Estefan. Those are some of the names that appear in an explosive new lawsuit filed by a Florida man against Sean Combs, claiming he was a victim of sex trafficking and kidnapping at the hands.
Bringing up Diddy's well-known friends once more, 50 Cent is targeting LeBron James this time. LeBron was recently mentioned in a startling lawsuit brought by a man who claims that during a party in 2015, Diddy embarrassed him before allegedly robbing him. However, Diddy isn't the only target of this latest case. It accuses Diddy of being responsible for some of the disturbing occurrences that took place that night, claiming that LeBron, Beyonce, and Jay-Z were among the celebrities who were present. Fans are asking whether this would finally expose what truly transpired behind the scenes, and some leaked FO footage is supposedly making things even more suspicious. No doors. What was 50 Cent's reaction to LeBron's formal involvement in Diddy's legal issues? And does this mean that 50 will make sure LeBron appears in his next Diddy documentary? Several receipts that show LeBron and Diddy have attended parties together on multiple occasions over the years have been found by fans.
I'm just not with all that freaky shit. Like all of the stuff that he's doing, I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe.
In a shocking new complaint against Diddy, somebody claims he was drugged at one of Diddy's parties, had an inappropriate item pushed in his face, and was then mistreated, according to court documents people were able to get. Joseph Manzaro, the complainant, says that before he was taken to a house on Star Island in Miami for Diddy's son Christian's birthday in April 2015, someone tampered with his drink. Artist Gloria Estefan and her husband, Emilio Manzaro, owned the house at the time, and Gloria reportedly saw that he showed up. Manzaro says he came upon LeBron in the hallway when he was walking around the house in just a bath towel. "You all better do something about that," LeBron reportedly told someone. After directing someone to call for assistance because he was feeling sick, Alio allegedly refused the ambulance. Following that, the lawsuit claims that Manzaro was escorted by former adult film star Adria English to Diddy's house via a secret underground passage. The lawsuit also mentions Adria English. According to Manzaro, when he started. When he regained consciousness, he found himself in a room with Beyonce and Jay-Z. Manzaro claimed that when Beyonce questioned why a man was standing in front of her, half-dressed, with an adult toy tied to his face, someone in the room responded that it was a kind of punishment and that Diddy wanted him to witness what happens to people who go against him. The lawsuit alleges that Diddy stripped Manzaro, forced him to wear a thong, put on a black leather mask, and had him publicly shamed in front of other guests. The claim states that a rubber cover was placed and securely fastened over his head, and then a locking device was attached to the mask that extended from his mouth. Following that, the plaintiff was the object of demeaning and non-consensual behavior. These accusations were promptly refuted by LeBron's agent, who told TMZ, "This is demonstrably false and doesn't even merit a report or response." Manzaro described the event as a private party. A quick web search identifies LeBron as he was never in Miami and played basketball for the Cleveland Cavaliers in April 2015. Additionally, Jay-Z backed LeBron by having his lawyer, Alex Spiro, release a statement calling the lawsuit baseless. Spiro went on to deny that Jay-Z was in Miami in April 2015, saying, "Mr. Carter wasn't in Florida at the time to witness this incident. He was engaged in easily findable public activities that prove he was not at this event. This is more nonsense that erodes the trust in our justice system, but fans are still giving LeBron the side eye." Following this latest case, 50 Cent is now considering LeBron. "Man, how many of these boys was Diddy messing with?" 50 asked in a since-deleted Instagram post that included an image of a TMZ article on the lawsuit. This is due to the fact that his spokesperson failed to affirm if he had a credible alibi for that particular day, and the statement didn't actually clarify anything. He was playing for the Cavaliers in April 2015, but that didn't stop him from traveling to celebrate Christian Cone's birthday. In the way, 50 also discussed his reasons for being the only well-known celebrity to openly address Diddy's case in a recent interview. He asserted that this is because he is among the select few in the business that actually told Diddy no. Additionally, 50 clarified that the reason these celebrities are suddenly silent and acting as if they hardly knew Diddy is because they all went to those secretive parties.
He did it.
You've been heavy on social
No, he
media
did it. He
talking
did it.
about
He
it.
did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, you've been saying this for a long time now, and then no one was, they're just, why you're saying this, and now it's coming out like crazy. I mean,
But I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity coaches, saying anything is because they participated.
Was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day? Obviously, I know what's going on there, but is there a reason you never did?
I'm just not with all that freaky shit. Like all of the stuff that he's doing, I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more.
LeBron's name has been linked to Diddy before, though, and there have been years of rumors that the two were close pals. When CNN broadcast the disturbing footage of Diddy physically assaulting Cassie at a hotel in May 2024, LeBron tactfully unfollowed Diddy on Instagram, hoping no one would notice. Then in December, just after Diddy was arrested and convicted, LeBron made a sudden announcement that he was quitting the Lakers for personal reasons. Naturally, many people believed the timing was highly suspicious, and shortly after, internet detectives started collecting the receipts from LeBron's and Diddy's parties. In this well-known Instagram live video, LeBron and Diddy dance, and at one point, LeBron makes a fascinating comment regarding Diddy's parties.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Turn around and vibe. And Bron, after, when this is done, we're going to drink a couple of bottles of the most premium wine.
Please.
You dig?
This doesn't prove anything because almost all A-list celebrities have been to one of Diddy's parties. But as it happens, LeBron wasn't simply another guest at the big business parties Diddy threw to flaunt his well-known contacts. Long-standing reports that LeBron and Diddy were closer have finally been confirmed by more footage showing them having a good time. Attended Diddy's 49th birthday party in Los Angeles in November 2018. LeBron was in the mood to rejoice even after the Lakers were soundly trounced by the Toronto Raptors that same evening.
Hey LeBron, how you doing tonight, man? Yo, you wish Diddy happy birthday, man? Where you get the man?
LeBron was not amused by the news about Diddy's secret parties, and fans have started publicly criticizing and even mocking him over them.
We know you was there.
Jaguar Wright then entered and leveled a number of unverified claims against LeBron. She even brought up LeBron's son, Bronny, and suggested that LeBron and Diddy belonged to the same private circle, implying that LeBron joined those exclusive gatherings and gave Diddy a lot of influence over him.
To me, LeBron, all I'm gonna say to this, and I say this with all due respect to the young man that they call Bronny. Your daddy is Shluminati. Your daddy has been diddled by the diddler, and I pray to God he has not set you up to be diddled either. I pray Lil Bronny don't come out with a story talking about he woke up at Diddy's house and don't know what happened to him. I'm hoping we don't hear that from Lil Bronny. And I'm also trying to figure out if when that young man almost dropped to his end like he did, because they've been playing Dr. Frankenstein with him like they've been playing Dr. Frankenstein with his dad. I hope that ain't had nothing to do with it. Kendrick did say LeBron keep the family away.
Jaguar also wrote a note to LeBron's wife, Savannah, stating that Savannah is aware of and overlooks the fact that LeBron has been unfaithful for years.
As far as LeBron's wife is concerned, they've been together since high school. He's running around screwing everything that walks. She lets her husband allegedly have the with the people there, because you know they the Lakers ain't done nothing but stud LeBron out. All of this, it's a Bronny, say no to the Diddy party. Stay away from the Diddy party.
Because of this, fans characterized LeBron's quiet unfollowing of Diddy after the troubling Cassie video was made public as being damage control, an attempt to erase memories of their close relationship. Furthermore, it should be mentioned that LeBron has already been under scrutiny for endorsing people who have been the subject of serious allegations. In March 2022, he caused a stir when he expressed support for the Cleveland Browns' decision to sign quarterback Deshaun Watson, who at the time was the subject of multiple accusations in reports from over 24 women. It didn't go over well, even though LeBron probably meant the tweet to be a simple show of football enthusiasm. He was criticized by some for the poorly timed move, with claims that it was tone deaf to celebrate Watson while he was facing serious charges. Fans are already recognizing the connection, and when you thought things couldn't get much wilder, fans resurfaced some old speculation that LeBron, if you read between the lines, may have been involved in ways people didn't expect. Have you ever wondered if LeBron's tendency to associate with controversial figures was more than just a coincidence? Everyone was speculating about which athletes and rappers might be hiding aspects of their identity when the Diddy story broke, but following everything we've learned about Diddy's parties and the industry over the past year or so, it's clear that these events are more about power and control than anything else. Some insiders even claim that these industry parties are energy harvesting rituals that use celebrities as a conduit. Sloan Bella, for example, has gained attention for her predictions months before Cassie's dismissed lawsuit. In a YouTube video, Sloan said Diddy and other powerful men in the industry used these unusual energy harvesting techniques in the presence of younger individuals. Sloan went on to claim that Diddy's ex-girlfriend Kim Porter had witnessed some deeply troubling things at Diddy's parties and planned to write a book exposing everything.
It down to the fact that they think that P. Diddy is on some kind of spree for removing people who speak about this because he's gay. That is not the issue. There are gay people, but what we're talking about here is ritualistic sexual deviancy used to harness energy of a human being. Ritualized, thought out, planned specifically to rip the person down and hide behind their energy. We all like that. But what if we're talking about a religion that hides behind the energy of the most innocent on this planet who are lit up energetically because it hasn't been broken?
Later, Sloan Bella brought up Justin Bieber, suggesting that he may have been impacted by these questionable practices.
How do you think he got that way? Because they harnessed his energy and presented him while him, the self, is broken. He is broken and a shell of himself because he has lost his sense of self. They stole.
But Sloan Bella isn't the only one speaking out. Cat Williams also made public claims that Hollywood celebrities participate in symbolic or ritualistic behavior.
Built upon your ability to know how certain things are going to hit certain people. And this was before we called things promote.
Additionally, a recently resurfaced video allegedly shows Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, speaking with others about Diddy's involvement in spiritual symbolism during. Remember how Gene posted this video to his YouTube channel in 2019 around the winter solstice? At the time, it didn't gain much traction, and people didn't take him seriously.
Put off on himself when he spoke about the winter solstice. And that's when the pagans and people who believe in the cult was looking for that moon on 12/12 at 12 a.m. And they were doing spiritual rituals at that time. That's when that was going to be the last day of the full moon. And that means that the seasons and all that stuff has changed. But when you get into that spiritual realm stuff, it was when people they went and they paid homage to certain sacrifices and homage to certain idols. And on the third day, they would drink, party, be merry, and the men would have sex with each other. If you don't believe it, look it up for yourself. It was the last day of the full moon. And because it landed on 12/12 at 12, that's when ritual sacrifices and prayers and everything was given to certain idols. And on the third day, they drank, they be merry and be happy, and the men would give gifts to each other and have sex with each other.
Now, like many public figures, LeBron has been linked to allegations suggesting he may have participated in similar practices as a member of a private group. Some have even speculated that LeBron has not made genuine sacrifices in his rise to fame.
One more thing I want to say about Kobe's death, the symbolism with LeBron. So Kobe's from Philly, right?
Yeah.
LeBron James passed him up on the all-time scoring leaderboard in Philly, and he did it when he scored the 54th point. Kobe and Gigi, 41 and 13. You add that up, you get 54. On the side where LeBron made the basket, there was a snake cut up in 8 pieces. Kobe Bryant was the Black Mamba, and he wore the number 8. The game after Kobe Bryant died, LeBron James was wearing his jersey. They're all wearing his jerseys. He was crying, but then he does the Illuminati sign, puts his hand like this right before the game, and he does 666 and taps his chest. The game after, he did that in Kobe Bryant's jersey. Why are you making...
When asked in 2011 how he maintains his impressive physique, LeBron also made a comment that some interpreted as a reference to a private group or organization. He mentioned that in his community, there was a discrete group involved in his training. He said, "I took Pilates classes, yoga classes, and swimming at auditoriums back home, but I can't tell you exactly where they were. It's a secret." He emphasized staying ahead of the curve while training in Akron, Ohio. When LeBron referred to a secret group, he was most likely talking about his dedicated training circle. However, as we all know, it doesn't take much for the internet to run wild with speculation. At the time, comments like this and LeBron's appearances at Diddy's events were not heavily scrutinized. But today, in light of recent controversies and conversations about transparency in the entertainment industry, people are revisiting these moments with a more critical eye. What do you think about the latest conversations surrounding LeBron and Diddy's parties? Do you believe LeBron only attended the high-profile public events, or is there more to the story? Are the rumors about private after-parties and secret gatherings just exaggerated theories, or could there be elements of truth beneath the surface? Don't forget to share your thoughts and leave a comment below.